Hello everyone, I'm Nusrat from TuteWiz, and today we are going to talk about narrative writing. So, what is narrative writing? Narrative writing tells you a story. Narrative writing narrates a story. It might tell you a story to entertain you, to educate you, or to give you some information, or even to motivate you, to motivate a reader. Narratives can be factual as well as fictional. It may be an event, it may be an experience you had, anything. So, anytime you narrate a story, you should always remember a few points. There is a structure that you need to follow. So, there are the important things that you need to focus on when you're writing a narrative are as follows. First, you need to mention the characters in your narrative. The characters of your story are very important. Hmm? Anyone who performs an action or speaks in your story is the character of the story. Hmm? For example, if your story consists of you, your friend, hmm, your pet dog, or someone else. Suppose you and your friend decide to go to a park to play. So these are the characters you and your friend should be mentioned in the narrative. Next important thing that you should remember is the setting of the story. You should mention where the event took place. Suppose you were at home. Your friends come to you, and from your home you go to the park. You want to play, you want to enjoy with your friend. So the setting of the story is the park. So second important thing that you need to mention in your story is the setting. What is setting? The place where the event has taken place, the location of your story. You can also mention time here. It was evening, and we decided to go to play to a park. Next, in your story, what happens is some conflict arises. There is some problem that you're facing in the story. Conflict is nothing but the problem or complication that affects the setting or the characters. So, here, what are you going to mention? Some problem that has occurred. For example, it suddenly turned dark. There were dark clouds in the sky and it started raining heavily. We looked around us. We saw that there were very few people with us in the park. We were so engrossed in playing that we did not notice the time. Now, what happened? This is the problem that you are facing. There is a problem that it's raining heavily, it's turned dark, and you don't know how you will go to your house. Next, your problem reaches a climax. What is a climax? Part where the action or the problem is at its peak. We were very scared. We were also feeling hungry after the long play. This is where you are completely scared and you don't know what to do. It's raining heavily and you are worried how are you going to reach home? And at last, what happens? You have a resolution for the problem. You have a conclusion. The last part is the conclusion where your problem gets solved. You can say, suddenly a guard comes to us with his torch. We were relieved to see the guard. The guard offered us to be sent home under the shade of his umbrella. He took both of us and he left us home, and we were very happy to meet our parents again. So, this is how you write a narrative step by step. You need to mention the characters, you need to mention the setting, you need to mention the problem, the conflict, the climax, and then the final resolution. And the most important thing, don't forget to give your story a catchy title. Yes, the title of your story is very important. It will attract the reader to read your story. So, title is very important.